Chapter 5 Statistics Part 1. Today we are going to study the new concept, that is central tendency. There are various measures of central tendency, that is mean, median and mode. So first we shall study mean. Mean means sum of all observations divided by total number of observations, and it is denoted by x bar. Now we'll see how to find out the mean for group frequency distribution, and the first method is direct method. The question is, the table gives age distribution of people suffering from asthma due to air pollution in certain city. Find mean age of person suffering from asthma by using direct method. Now first we'll make the tabular form. The first column is age in years, that is class interval. Next is class mark, that is xi. Then number of people, that is frequency fi, and the last column is fi into xi. So first we'll write down the class interval and the given information. First class is 7 to 11 and therefore class mark is 9, that is 7 plus 11 upon 2, that is 18 upon 2 is equal to 9. Then frequency is 5, so fi xi is 9 into 5, that is 45. The next class interval 11 to 15, class mark 13, frequency 9 and fi xi is 117. Then 15 to 19, class mark 17, frequency 13 and the product is 221. Next is 19 to 23, class mark 21, frequency 21, product is 441. Next is 23 to 27, class mark 25, frequency 16, product 400. Then 27 to 31, class mark 29, frequency 15, product 435. Then 31 to 35, class mark 33, frequency 12, product is 396. Then 35 to 39, class mark 37, frequency 9 and the product is 333. Now we'll make the addition of frequency. So sigma fi is equal to 100 and the addition of fi xi, that is sigma fi xi is equal to 2388. Now mean is equal to x bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi, that is equal to 2388 upon 100, that is equal to 23.88. And therefore the mean age of person suffering from asthma is 23.88 years. Now another method to find out the mean is assume mean method or shift of origin method. The question is, the measurements in millimeter of the diameters of the head of screws are given here. Calculate the mean diameter of head of a screw by assume mean method. First we'll prepare a table containing these columns. The first column is diameter in millimeter, that is class interval. Then class mark xi. Then di is equal to xi minus a, where a is the assumed mean. Usually a is taken as class mark of middle class. But if there are two middle classes, then class mark of any one of them can be taken as capital A. Then next column, number of screws, that is fi. And next column is fi into di. So the first class interval 33 to 35 class mark is 34. Now here, the class mark of the middle class is 40 and therefore the value of capital A is 40. So di is equal to xi minus 40. And therefore, here di is equal to 34 minus 40, that is equal to minus 6. Then fi is equal to 10 and therefore the product is minus 60. The next class interval is 36 to 38. So xi is 37 and di is equal to 37 minus 40, that is minus 3. Frequency is 19, so the product is minus 57. Now, sigma fi is equal to 100 and sigma fi di is equal to 108. First we'll find out d bar, that is equal to sigma fi di upon sigma fi, that is equal to 108 upon 100, that is equal to 1.08. Now the mean x bar is equal to a plus d bar, that is equal to 40 plus 1.08, that is equal to 41.08. And therefore, the mean diameter of head of a screw is 41.08 millimeters. Now the third method is step deviation method or shift of origin and scale method. Now the question is, the given table shows frequency distribution of duration in seconds of advertisements on TV. Obtain mean duration of advertisement on TV by shift of origin and scale method. First we'll prepare a table having 6 columns. The first column is duration in seconds, that is class interval CI. Then next is class mark XI and next is DI is equal to XI minus A, that is assume mean. Next is UI is equal to DI upon H. Then number of advertisements, that is frequency FI, and the last column is FI into UI. So the first class interval is 25 to 30, class mark is 27.5 and here the assumed mean, that is capital A, is equal to 42.5 and therefore DI is equal to XI minus 42.5. So here DI is equal to minus 15. Then in the next column UI is equal to DI upon H, where H is equal to the class width. The class width means the difference between the true upper value minus the true lower value. Here the classes are continuous, that is first is 25 to 30 and next is 30 to 35. So here we can find out the width by finding the difference between 30 and 25, which comes to 5, or 35 and 30, which comes to 5. So the value of H is equal to 5. So UI is equal to DI upon 5. So here UI is equal to minus 15 upon 5, that is equal to minus 3. Now the frequency is 10, so the product is minus 30. So now we'll find out the sigma Fi, that is equal to 75. Then sigma Fi UI is equal to minus 98. Now first we'll find out U bar, that is equal to sigma Fi UI upon sigma Fi, that is equal to minus 98 upon 75, that is equal to minus 1.31. Now the mean x bar is equal to A plus HU bar, that is equal to 42.5 plus 5 into minus 1.31, that is equal to 42.5 minus 6.55, that is equal to 35.95, and therefore the mean duration of advertisement on TV is 35.95 seconds. Now we'll find out the median for group frequency distribution. You know that the median is the value of the data which divides the given set of data into two equal parts. That means the number of observations below median is the same as number of observations above median, and therefore we have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Now the question is, the table shows ages of 300 patients getting medical treatment in a hospital on a particular day. Find the median age of patients. First we'll make the columns. The first one is class interval, that is age in years. Then frequency, that is number of patients, Fi. Then cumulative frequency less than type. The first class is 10 to 20, the frequency is 60 and the cumulative frequency is 60. Next is 20 to 30, Fi is 42 and cumulative frequency is 60 plus 42, that is 102. Then next is 30 to 40, Fi is 55 and cumulative frequency is 102 plus 55, that is 157. So next is 40 to 50, Fi is 70 and Cf is 227. Then 50 to 60, Fi is 53, Cf is 280. Then 60 to 70, Fi is 20 and Cf is 300. Now total frequency, that is sigma Fi, is equal to n is equal to 300. Therefore n upon 2 is equal to 300 upon 2, that is equal to 150. So the cumulative frequency just greater than 150 is 157 and therefore the corresponding class, that is 30 to 40, is the median class. Therefore median is equal to L plus n upon 2 minus Cf into h upon f. Here L is equal to 30, that is lower limit of the model class, plus into bracket 150 minus 102, n upon 2 is 150 and Cf means cumulative frequency less than type of the class preceding median class. So the median class is having Cf 157, so preceding will be 102 into 10 upon 55. Here the width is 10 as 40 minus 30 is 10 as the classes are continuous. That is exclusive type. And F is 55, that is Fi of the median class. That is equal to 30 plus 48 into 10 upon 55, that is equal to 30 plus 96 upon 11, that is equal to 30 plus 8.8, that is equal to 38.8. And therefore the median age of the patients is 38.8 years. Now we'll find the mode for group frequency distribution. Now the question: 40 persons were examined for their hemoglobin percent in blood in milligrams per 100 ml and the results were grouped as here. Determine the modal value of hemoglobin percent in blood of persons. First we'll make the columns. The first is original class, then true class boundaries and then frequency. The first class is 13.1 to 14. So the true class boundaries are 13.05 to 14.05 and the frequency is 8. The next class is 14.1 to 15 and the true class boundaries are 14.05 to 15.05 and the frequency is 12. Here the upper class limit of the first class is 14 and the lower class limit of the next class is 14.1. It is not continuous, so here we'll find out the difference of 14.1 and 14. It comes to zero point 0.1, it is divided by 2, so it comes to 0.05. And therefore, for the first class, the true class boundary will be less by 0.05, that comes to 13.05, and the upper class boundary will be more than 0.05, which comes to 14.05. Now the third class will be 15.1 to 16 and the true class boundaries are 15.05 to 16.05 with frequency 10. Now first we'll find out the maximum frequency. It is 12, so 12 is written as FM, that is the maximum frequency. And therefore the corresponding class, that is 14.05 to 15.05, is the modal class. So here L is equal to 14.05, that is the lower limit of the modal class. FM is equal to 12. F1 is equal to 8, frequency of pre-modal class. F2 is 10, frequency of post-modal class, and H is equal to 1, that is 14.05 minus 13.05. So mode is equal to L plus Fm minus F1 upon 2 Fm minus F1 minus F2 into H. That is equal to 14.05 into bracket 12 minus 8 upon 2 into 12 minus 8 minus 10 into 1. That is equal to 14.05 into 4 upon 24 minus 18 into 1. That is equal to 14.05 into 4 upon 6 into 1. That is equal to 14.05 plus 0.66. That is equal to 14.71. And therefore, the modal value of hemoglobin percent in blood of persons is 14.71 milligrams per 100 ml. Now we'll find out the interrelation between measures of central tendency, that is mean minus mode is equal to 3 into bracket mean minus median. Chapter 6.